right now. I have a very annoying spot on my cheek, but because the colouring of the camera that's on the computer is actually far less obvious, that it's a lot more faded than my webcam. I think this is actually the best camera to use because it hides the fact that I've got a massive spot on my chin that won't go away. But anyway, I've actually decided to there was a 3-month trial button, and I was like, okay, I'm going to press it because I'm really curious to know what this download button actually does. Like, can you just download as many songs as you want onto your computer? And that was bugging me. And also the adverts are starting to get annoying. Before they were like one advert on every video, and then it was suddenly like every 10 minutes, and then it was like every 5 minutes, maybe even every 3 or 4 minutes. It feels like the adverts pop up all the time. And now it's not just one advert that pops up, it's 2 adverts that pop up, and it is actually getting very, very annoying. So I have decided to do what I didn't want to do, and decided to sign up. I've got 2 months free. Maybe I'll unsign up by the end of the 2 months, but these adverts are pissing me off, and I really wanted to know about the download button. And the download button isn't actually a download button, so it's a download button that you can download on YouTube, and then you can, I don't know, download it onto your phone, and then you can watch it when you're not online. I think that is the only point of this download button. So the download button isn't really a download button. It does not download onto your computer, and therefore, I really wanted to know that question. Like, if you download it, can you just download it on your computer and then make videos using that? And the answer is no, you can't. It's just a button that you can download songs so that you don't have to keep streaming it. You can, but because I'm in a house all day and sometimes I might need streaming, like if I'm in a restaurant or something, but I rarely go to a restaurant, so this download button is more or less useless for me, because I have at the gym and at the cinema, which are only 2 places I go, they both have streams. So I think the only time it would be useful is if I'm on a coach. If I'm on a coach and I can't get signal. But the thing is, it still streams it from YouTube, so I don't really understand. I think you have to download it onto your phone, and then I don't know, because I thought you needed to get I thought you needed internet to get onto YouTube in the first place. And if it's only on YouTube, or maybe it's on your phone, maybe it downloads onto the phone app or something. And but yes, I haven't really experimented it, but you can't just download onto your computer, which is good, because that means if the singers do just randomly decide to take all their music off YouTube, it means that all the downloads that people have on their stuff will probably disappear too, because, or not maybe not so much on the phone. If you download it onto your phone, it will probably stay on the phone. But there's no way of accessing it and getting it off the phone onto anywhere else. It seems to be part of, in fact, there is even a button to just wipe all the downloads off. So there might actually be a way of untaking off the downloads. I don't know, but that's something that I would want to know, because if the plan is to try and get people to or to have a better knowledge on which people are what listening to which songs, songs should be elsewhere. But I don't even care. I don't really care about it. I was just thinking that would be an idea. But it's August the 28th, and I was kind of saying to myself that there should be a 40-day. I know that there needs to be some sort of 40-day warning, and if something is going to happen, if something was going to happen on October the 2nd, the 3rd, the 40-day count is gone, and I'm not hearing any YouTubers talk about any rapture date. No, there's no publicity towards a potential rapture date, so I'm assuming nothing's going to happen on the 2nd of October, and yeah. We've got a couple of days And if I don't hear anything in like a week's time, then I'm going to assume that nothing is going to happen in October either, which is going to be a hard blow, because it's going to be like, all right, well, that's an indication that maybe nothing's going to happen this year, and maybe I'm just going to spend the rest of the year lying in bed still, angry over people, and yeah, that's not going to be good. But it's not been good every single year for the last 11 years, and that's just how I live. So I don't know. I know if you're someone who doesn't believe that I'm God, I don't want you watching my videos. Get off my channel. I don't want you to say anything, write to me, I've blocked you. But yeah, I am waiting for... I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for people to give a shit. But it's been 11 years, and I don't think I should assume that they're ever going to do that. So I don't know. I think if I was to have an interview, I'm going to be incredibly rude to the interviewer, because this world is just... I despise humans, really, really despise humans, and I want them off the planet. Really don't care. I think if that interview that I did with that other guy, who was basically trying to insult the Christian God, whilst assuming that the Christian God is the only form of God, and therefore God is either not real or the Christian God, and that was quite insulting. But I feel like if I was to have an interview and someone was just to ask me all the questions about the Christian God and assume that I am the Christian God, I think I'm just going to be very, very rude to them. And if they start asking me questions, why do I give well, why do I do that to young kids? Oh, because I like it. Because I find it funny. Oh, because I like looking at kids suffering. That's the sort of response that I'm going to be giving. Like a total bitch. I was going through that Sabrina Carpenter songs, and yeah, I didn't link them with the witch at all. I linked her to Sabrina the Teenage Witch just because her name was Sabrina, and the couple of songs. I remember going onto her page and just not seeing any videos. There was a whole new album that she just posted, but none of them had music videos to it, and there was about 4 or 5 songs that had music videos. I swear that was all that was on her page. And now I've seen like there's like a whole string of music. It's like, where did all these songs come from? I didn't see any of these songs. And so I kind of named her based on a couple of songs that didn't have music videos. And now I'm just like... And then when I was listening to all these videos, some of them are very old. I was like, this has got nothing to do with Sabrina the Teenage Witch, nor has it got anything to do with a witch. I think because I thought that she was Angel of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I kind of just thought this is a fictional character and she can do what she wants and it doesn't matter. But yeah, I was going through some of her songs. I prefer her new songs, but she does seem like a complete bitch in all of the songs. But at the same time, I feel like I can relate to that, because I feel like that's how I want to be. Like, just someone that doesn't care, or doesn't give a shit about anyone else, and someone that needs to just think about herself, because this is the only way to live. And I feel like that energy has been coming into me in the last few days. I think that interviewer, one that was supposed to be done 9 years ago, an interview where he was saying, I'm going to ask 36 questions to God. And he was... But yeah, I really, really want interviews, and I can't get anyone to interview me because no one wants to talk to me. And therefore, if I do get an interview and people start asking me, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? What I'm actually going to say to them is, for the last 11 years, I've been lying on a bed trying to get people to give a shit about me. Not one person cares. Not one person has tried to interview me. Not one person comments on my videos unless it's to tell me that I'm crazy or that I'm going to be judged or this like this. And therefore, my view on humans is so vile that if you died when you were 7, I don't give a shit. Good, get out. I don't care. Like, I'm so angry that I I don't even think it would be appropriate for me to do interviews, because all I'd want to do is swear at any question that assumes that I can do something other than get out of bed. I can't even get out of bed. If you think I can do anything, and I've done anything, I just want to yell at you, because that is not how I felt. I feel like I'm a prisoner in a planet full of people that don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves, and I feel like being a bitch is the only way to actually be okay here. Because if you're a bitch, you don't care about anyone else. If you don't care about anyone else, then you're not going to upset yourself by caring about other people that don't give a shit about you. Like I'm in a really bad mood, and I want people to fucking talk to me, and I don't just want Christians to tell me that I'm going to be judged by something that doesn't exist. I'm not in a good mood, and I just want this to be over. And why do kids get to live? That's what I don't understand that. Why do kids get to, you can ask, oh, why are kids dying? I say, why do kids get to live? They don't deserve to live. Why do adults get to live? Why do all the kids get to grow up to be adults? That doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm really I'm fed up of life. I'm fed up of everything here. And then to think that maybe nothing's going to happen in October, and that I'm just going to wait until next spring or next summer, and you're expecting me to just like you all. Like, that's not going to happen.